Yes, students, very good morning. Right now, kinematics classes. So, in that now, first yesterday, position, displacement, distance, velocity, acceleration, speed. So, this after completion of this, position, displacement, distance, in-depth analysis also completed. Now, students, today, velocity, speed, and acceleration first. In-depth analysis is there. Once that completed, next to relations next. Okay. Yes. Now topic is velocity. Students, velocity. Now here again two types we have. That is instantaneous velocity and average velocity. Instantaneous velocity, that is at that particular instant how much velocity. Average velocity in the time duration. So how much average velocity is there? So first now we'll concentrate on that. Next now another topic. Yes, to explain that here one example consider x equal to 2t plus 3t square. So x represents position of a particle. This is all now one dimensional kinematics present going on. That's why one coordinate is sufficient. Suppose now 2 or 3, yes, other coordinates also will consider later but not now. Right. So position x equal 2t plus 3t square. So now velocity is the topic. Instantaneous velocity is nothing but derivative of the position. The time derivative of position of a particle will provide the instantaneous velocity. That means how fastly position of a body changing. So that represents velocity at that particular instant, that is a instantaneous. So therefore instantaneous velocity v equal to time derivative dx by dt, that is the derivative of 2t plus 3t square with respect to time. I hope all students remember differentiation. So now final answer 2 plus 6t. So instantaneous velocity v equal to 2 plus 6t. Suppose at t equal to 2 seconds, at second to second, velocity at t equal to 2 seconds, 2 plus 6 into 2, 12 plus 2, 14 meter per second. So this is at this particular instant velocity. Suppose t equal to 1 second to t equal to 4 seconds or 3 seconds in whatever. From t equal to 1 second to t equal to 3 seconds. That means one interval given. T equal to 1 second to t equal to 3 seconds, that is in one interval, time interval. Average velocity we need. Average velocity symbol is this. Average velocity question. Yes, students, average velocity is nothing but total displacement divided by time taken. Here average velocity, total displacement symbol S divided by total time taken. So that is delta t because it is a time duration. Yes, so time duration here given 1 second to 3 seconds means 2 seconds. 3 minus 1, 2 seconds. Yes, so students, here delta t is nothing but a 2 seconds. But displacement question mark. Displacement in the previous class completed final position minus initial position. Yes, so final position. Position already given x equal to 2t plus 3t square. 2t plus 3t square, that is the position. Therefore, t equal to 1 second position, that is x1 equal to 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 square, 3 plus 2, that is 5 meters SI units. Same t equal to 3 seconds, that is x3, because at third second position is 2 into 3 plus 3 into 3 square. Yes, 2 into 3, that is 6, 3 square 9, 9 into 3, that is 27. Yes, 7 plus 6, 13, 33. Yes, students, our particle moved from 5 meters location to 33 meters location. 5 to 33 meters, 5 to 33. So now displacement x equal to final position x3 minus initial position, that is x1. 33 minus 5, that is 28 meters. So students, now displacement is at 28. So I am writing here 28. So 28 divided by 2, yes, 14 meter per second. So this is average velocity. Average velocity in the time duration, that is from 1 second to third second. We got now 14 meter per second. But at particular instant, t equal to 2 seconds, or maybe t equal to 1 second, or t equal to 3 seconds, anything. Instantaneous velocity we can find from derivative of this position. So this is on velocity, instantaneous velocity and average velocity. Students, concentrate on basics, because once foundation basics are very strong, then you can solve any advanced problem. Otherwise now, yes, advanced problem you can't understand also, not solving later. So this is position. Position first derivative is a instantaneous velocity. Later, average velocity, how to find? Total displacement divided by total time taken. So this is position, instantaneous, average velocity. Students, here one more point, speed. Instantaneous speed, average speed. Right, instantaneous speed, magnitude of instantaneous velocity, both are same. Yesterday we discussed. So that's why at t equal to 2 seconds, instantaneous speed, again 14 meter per second only, no doubt. In this present 14 meter per second. Then from t equal to 1 second to t equal to 3 seconds, average velocity came as a 14. In this problem, average speed also 14. Why means? Because x equal 2t plus 3t square means particle is not any taking backside. Continuously particle is moving along positive x-axis only. Particle is not taking any return. So that's why what happened? Distance and displacement both are same in the present problem. So that's why average speed and average velocity both are same. But suppose different, I will explain one more example. In the present problem both are same. Right, this problem still now explanation is there, just wait. Instantaneous velocity calculated to second 14t. Average velocity from 1 to 3 seconds I calculated, so that is 14 meter per second. But some students now may fail. Instantaneous velocity in the 2 seconds, average velocity same in the 2 seconds duration. 14k. That's why some students may feel both are same. But in this example, coincide. See now, in the same example, another time I am taking. Just wait. Suppose t equal to 1 second to t equal to 3 second like that. Any another. Suppose t equal to 0 seconds starting to t equal to 2 seconds. Example, one more example. Yes, t equal to 0, x location, that is initial position, is also 0. Students, here x t equal to 2, x, that is final location, 2 into 2 plus 3 into 2 square. So that is 2 square 4, 4 into 3, that is 12, 12 plus 4, 16. Final location is a 16. Students, what is the displacement? 16 minus 0, 16. What is average velocity? Total displacement 16 divided by time taken from 0 to 2. So that's why what is now 8 meter per second. So instantaneous velocity different concept, average velocity different concept. Maybe some problems now values may be coincided, that's all. But meaning is the different. Instant, at that instant how much speed you are maintaining. Average throughout the journey, how much average speed you are maintaining. Both are different. Right. Students, here in the present problem, instantaneous velocity, nothing but instantaneous speed, both are same, except now velocity provide direction also, speed no any direction. Next to average velocity, of course same thing, average speed also, because here particle simply moving only one direction, that's why displacement, distance both are same, that's why speed concept, velocity concept in the present problem same. I will change later, just wait. But here the same. Now moving into one more topic. Yes, first take this, analyze later. Okay. Yes, so students, one more example, x equal to 6t minus t square. So position of a particle given by 6t minus t square. So for this, instantaneous velocity, that is the time derivative of position dx by dt. This dx by dt is 6 minus 2t. Yes, you all know the derivative, that's directly written. 6 minus 2t. This is velocity, instantaneous velocity. Yes, just wait. At t equal to 1 second, what is instantaneous velocity? T equal to 1 second, simply substitute 6 minus 2 into 1, that is 2, 4 meter per second. Next to students, at t equal to 3 seconds I am taking. Instantaneous velocity is velocity as 6 minus 2 into 3. 0 meter per second. Means body come to the rest. Rest, that is 0. Suppose at t equal to 5 seconds. Instantaneous velocity is 5 seconds. 6 minus 2 into 5, that is 10, minus 6, so minus 4 meter per second. Students, clearly observe here. At t equal to 1 second, velocity is a positive. At t equal to 3 second, velocity is a 0. At t equal to 5 second, velocity is a negative at all. That means what? Definitely here particle moving positive x-axis and again coming negative x-axis also. From t equal to 0 to t equal to 3rd second, because 0 velocity. Up to 3rd second, particle moving along the positive x-axis. After 3rd second, now return journey, negative x-axis, that is moving. Negative x-axis moving after 3rd second. That's why students carefully observe here. Distance and displacement not the same. Distance, length of the path. Displacement only final to initial. So that's why this type of problems, suppose distance, average speed, so this type of any problem is there, yes, carefully you need to solve, because you need to analyze the problem, not just now equations. Right, okay, now instantaneous velocity completed. Suppose at t equal to 1 second, what is instantaneous speed? Same, 4 only. Instantaneous speed and velocity both same, except that now sign. Velocity will provide direction, speed no any direction, only just magnitude. At t equal to 3 seconds, what is the instantaneous velocity? 0. Speed also 0. At t equal to 5 seconds, instantaneous velocity minus 4. Instantaneous speed just 4. Minus you need not to mention. Just 4. So that is now instantaneous wise. Velocity completed, speed completed, instantaneous. Now coming to average velocity and average speed. This is important. Just wait. Average speed and average velocity. Average velocity, average speed. Yes, average velocity, how to find out? Total displacement divided by time taken. But average speed, how to find out? Total length of the path divided by time taken. That is length of the path, but it is just displacement. Final position minus initial position. Final position minus initial position, that is just the length of the path. Now, suppose time given t equal to 0 seconds to t equal to 6 seconds. Suppose this is the problem. T equal to 0 seconds to t equal to 6 seconds. Problem given. Here distance and displacement both are not the same. That's why carefully you analyze. Yes. This is x-axis. At t equal to 0, x equal to 0, x equal to 0, t equal to 0. Means particle is here, students. Now t equal to 1 second, 6 into 1 minus 1 means positive side. Now particle moving along the positive side first. But what time velocity becomes 0? Previously we have seen 3rd second. Yes, suppose don't know, you please simply substitute velocity v equal to 0, 6 minus 2t equal to 0, t equal to 3 seconds. t equal to 3 seconds, at t equal to 3 seconds, x we need, because velocity 0 that location, means come to the rest. So now at t equal to 3 seconds, x equal to, yes, 6 into 3, that is 18 minus 3 square, 9, 18 minus 9, 9 meters. So what does it represent? From t equal to 0 to t equal to 3, particle moved along positive x-axis. But we need target is t equal to 6 seconds. Now t equal to 6th second, displacement, position we need. Okay, I am substituting t equal to 6 in this equation. T equal to 6. X equal to how much now we'll see. Yes, t equal to 6. 6 into 6, 36 minus 6 square, 36. Yes, students, 36 minus 36 again 0. So that means after t equal to 6 second, again x equal to 0 means particle, means from here to here particle. That means particle moved from A to B and then again B to A. So what is the displacement from t equal to 0 second to 6 second? 0. What is the time taken for 0 to 6? 6. 0 by 6, 0. So average velocity is a 0. In that particular duration, that is 0 seconds to 6 seconds, average velocity is a 0. Average velocity is a 0. Right? Now come to average speed. Yes, average speed. Here to here, total 9 meters. Again from here to here, again 9 meters. So 9 plus 9, 18 meters. Divided by how much time duration? 0 to 6. So that's why answer 3 meter per second. Students, average speed from 0 to 6th second. How much average speed? 3 meter per second. But how much average velocity? 0. Suppose if you take now not 0 to 6th second, maybe beyond, suppose 8th second I am taking, just wait. So this problem clear. You please take one time. Take no screenshot one time. Right. T equal to 0 to t equal to 6th second completed. Same question. Now I am changing. Suppose t equal to 0 to t equal to 8 seconds. So now t equal to 0 to 3, forward journey, 3 to 8, reverse journey, return. So now here, t equal to 8 seconds, what is the x value we need? Yes, t equal to 8, yes, 6 into 8, that is 48, minus t square, that is 64. So 64 minus 48, this is 14, that is 6. Students, minus 60. So that means left side, this is the point number C, x equal to minus 16 after t equal to 8 seconds. So now displacement from t equal to 0 to t equal to 8 seconds. Final position minus initial position. What is the final position? Final position is a minus 16. Minus initial position is a 0. So minus 16 minus 0 minus 16. Divided by time taken. Yes, what is the time taken? 8 seconds. So what is the average velocity? minus 2 meter per second. This is average velocity, minus 2 meter per second. Same come to distance wise. Yes, here distance is not now 18. Yes, here 2, here 9, here 2, here again 9, but here 2, here is a 16. So now 9, 9, 18, 18 plus 16. So 34 divided by time is a 8. Students, 34 divided by 8, that is nothing but average speed. Average speed not negative. There is only now length by time. So 34 divided by 8. So that is average speed, it is average velocity. Students, particle moving in a single direction, no any return journey. Displacement to distance both are same. Average speed and average velocity both are same. You need not to calculate separate like this. But suppose any return journey is there, then definitely different. So you need to analyze the problem, not simply by equations you can't find. Okay, right. So now average velocity, average speed, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous speed, clearly over. On this average velocity, still some more difficult concepts there that all now I am explaining this. Yes, students, now I am taking particle moving along simply positive x-axis. No any return journey. That means average velocity, average speed both are same. Right. First example. This is positive direction. A to B, B to C. Particle moving from A to B with velocity v1 and B to C with velocity v2. But A to B distance is a s by 2. B to C distance is a s by 2. Total distance is a s. Now we need average velocity or speed, both are same because no any return journey. Students, here one particle moving along positive x direction without any return journey covered first half of the total distance with velocity v1, second half of the distance with velocity v2, first half with v1, second half with v2. Then average velocity we need. Yes, students, average velocity, what is the basic formula? Total displacement by total time. Total displacement by total time. Total displacement is a s. Now we need a total time. What is the total time? Time t1 plus t2. Because here time t1, here time t2. S divided by t1 plus t2 is nothing but average velocity. But what is t1? Yes, S divided by t1. T1 is nothing but a student's time equal to distance by velocity. So what is this distance from here to here? S by 2. That's why S by 2v1. Right? What is this time? S divided by 2v2. So time t1, t2 over. So S divided by t1. S by 2v1. S by 2v2. Now S cancel out. Yes, after s cancel out, 1 divided by, yes, this 2 here we can write 2 divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. This is v2. 2 here v1 v2 LCM, that comes to numerator. So answer 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Yes, so students, please observe here. Particle moving along only positive x-axis without any return journey covers first half of the distance with velocity v1. Last, that is the second half of the distance with the speed or velocity v2. Then what is average velocity or average speed? Both are same here because no any return journey. So that is 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v. 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v. Okay, but here first half distance v1, second half distance v2. Then this. Okay, take this first. Yes, so students, one more example on average velocity and speed. Yes, here also no any return journey, only forward. This is point number A, this is point number B, point number C. From point number A to B, moving with velocity v1, from B to C velocity v. But A to B time is a t by 2, B to C time is a t by 2. So this distance is S1, this distance is S2. T is the total time of journey. Small t is the total time of journey. Yes, students, particle moving along only positive x-axis without return journey covers half of the total time of travel, half of the total time of travel with the speed v1. Next to half of the total time of travel with velocity v. First to half of, not the distance, students, now distance previously over. Now here half of the total time of journey. So here t equal to total time of journey. This is the total time. In that total time, half time v1, half time v2. Then average velocity. Yes, now average velocity, total displacement divided by total time, average speed, total distance by total time. Here both are same. So displacement divided by total time, but it is nothing but S1 plus S2 divided by total time. Yes, it is S1 plus S2. S1 means first distance. Distance how to calculate? Velocity into time. What is the velocity? V1. V1 into t by 2. First. Second distance is V2 into t by 2. V2 into t by 2. So S1 plus S2 by t. S1, that is V1 t by 2 plus V2 t by 2 divided by t. Then after simplification, V1 plus V2 divided by. So this is average velocity in the present case. In this case, body travels only half of the total time, not distance, total time with velocity v1, next to half of the total time with velocity v2. This is average velocity. So this is the understanding of average velocity or speed. Here both are same. Students, in this now still one more difficult model is there, that also I am going to explain, just carefully watch. Yes. Right here total journey, that is from left to right, no any return journey. Here point A, this is point to B, this point to C. Students, here to here distance is a S by 2. Time of journey is a T1. Moving with velocity v1 from A to B. B to C. Here one more point D taken in between. B to D, velocity maintained is a v2. In between B and D, velocity is a v2. In between D and C, velocity maintained as a v3. Students, here particle moving with v1 velocity from A to B, with v2 from B to D, D to C with v3. Now here to here distance and here to here, this is T2 by 2 time, this is T2 by 2 time, this is total time is T2, total distance is S by 2. Yes, carefully observe. Here to here time is a T2. Yes, somewhat difficult now because previously 2 completed. That's why now I am moving to this now. Next level, level by level by level, starting to ending. All now we need to analyze. Students, A to C, that is the total journey distance. That distance how much? Yes. Total distance from here to here is a S. In that total distance, half of the distance means A to B, S by 2. Half of the distance traveled with V1. Remember, half of the distance traveled with V1. V1. Half of the distance. Remaining half, not traveling with a single velocity, no. In that remaining half of the total journey time, where to where? Only B to C. What is the total journey time from B to C? T2. In that journey time T2, half, T2 by 2. In this time, maintained velocity is a v2. And the remaining time, that is a T2 by 2, that is also half. Maintained velocity is a v3. Students, carefully observe, here also 3 parts we have. A to B, V1 velocity maintained, B to C, V2 velocity maintained, C to D, V3 velocity maintained. So V1, V2, V3. But A to B is exactly half of the total distance, yes. What is the total distance? A to C is a total distance. A to C is a total distance. In the total distance, A to B is exactly half. Okay. Remaining B to C is a remaining half S by 2. But in that remaining distance, half time, this is time, not time, distance, half time with V2, remaining half with. What is the total time T2? In the T2 half time, T2 by 2 V2, T2 by 2 V2. Yes, ready? Now average velocity. Yes, students, average velocity, again basic concept, total displacement by time. What is the total displacement? Yes. What is the time taken? T1 plus T, right? Because here to here T1, here to here T2, that's. So S divided by T1 plus T2 is a average velocity. Average velocity S divided by T1 plus T2. Okay, right. Now S divided by T1. What is T1? Time is nothing but distance by velocity. What is the distance? S by. So S divided by 2V1. Okay, first T1 over. But T2 how to calculate? T2 how to calculate means T2 by 2, T2 by 2. Here to here distance plus here to here distance is nothing but S by 2 only, right? So therefore, I am writing yes, S by 2 equal to V2 into T2 by 2 plus V3 into T2 by 2. Then later, here 2, all 2 cancel out. S equal to V2 T2 plus V3 T2. Now T2 take common. So after taking T2 plus T2, that is 2T2. 2T2. Yes, right. S equal to V2 plus V3 into T2. This T2 S by V2 plus V3. S by V2 plus V3. This S by V2 plus V3 here I am writing directly. No any simplification. Yes. Divided by. Now S cancel out. Yes, cancel out. Yes, in the numerator 2V1 V2 plus V3 divided by V2 plus V3 plus 2V. That is final our average velocity. Yes, so students carefully observe here. Total journey distance is a S. In that S, half of the total distance, that is S by 2. Only one uniform velocity maintained, that is V1. Not doubt, only V1. Remaining distance is there S by 2. In that S by 2, two velocities maintained. V2 and then V3. But V2 how much time? Half of the total time. From here to here total time is the T2. In that T2 half of the time. That is now there. And the last V3 velocity at what time maintained? That is also half of the remaining this time, T2 time. That means T2 by 2. So T2 by 2, T2 by 2, V2, V3, this is V. Average velocity S by T1 plus T2. Yes, T1 easily will calculate distance by velocity. But T2 how calculate mean? This is the procedure. Total distance is S by 2. V2 into T2 by 2 plus V3 into T2 by 2. Yes, 2 cancel out. S equal to V2 plus V3 into T2. Then T2 equal to S by V2 plus V3. That's it. Okay, so this is the student's determination of average velocity, any difficult problem. And also it is single direction moving, right? That's why average speed also same concept. Okay, right, now moving to next level. So here instantaneous velocity, instantaneous speed, average velocity, average speed, yes, all levels over. Next, now enter into acceleration. Yes, students, topic is acceleration. Yes, general symbol is A. This also vector only. Yes, here again acceleration two types. Instantaneous means at that instant how fast velocity is changing. Average means in some time duration how velocity is changing. So instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration, time derivative of velocity. Means first derivative of velocity or second derivative of position. D square x by dt square. This is instantaneous, students. Now come to average acceleration. Average acceleration, change in velocity divided by time taken. Change in velocity means what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. That is average acceleration. Okay? Right. Instantaneous acceleration is time derivative of velocity. Otherwise, time second derivative of position. Time second derivative of position. That is average. Okay, one example. Yes, two. I will explain just. Suppose x equal to 2t cube plus t square. Suppose this is one example. X equal to 2t cube plus t square. Instantaneous acceleration. Yes, position given means two derivatives. What is the first derivative of x? Velocity equal to 3, that is 6t square plus 2t, right? That is velocity, first derivative, we know all, just know. Now acceleration, one more time you need to differentiate, that is 12t plus 2. This is instantaneous acceleration at any time. Suppose you need t equal to 1 second. What is acceleration? 12 into 1 plus 2, that is a 14. Acceleration unit is a meter per second square. So this is t equal to 1 second. Students, at t equal to suppose second, 2 seconds. Acceleration is 2, substitute 12 into 2, 24 plus 2, 26 meter per second square. So this is instantaneous acceleration. Now come to average acceleration also. For example, in the time interval 1 second to 3 seconds, from 1 second to 3 seconds, average acceleration will come. Yes. Tell me at t equal to 1 second, what is velocity? T equal to 1 second. Velocity 6 into 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 8 meter per second. At t equal to 3 second velocity required. This is the initial, this is the final. t equal to 3. 3 square 9. 9 into 6, that is 54. And 3 into 2, 6. So total 60. Students, at t equal to 1 second velocity 8, t equal to 3 second velocity is a 60. Now change in velocity by time taken. Change means final minus initial. What is the final? Final is a 60. So therefore average acceleration is 60 minus 8, that is 52, divided by time. Yes, 1 to 3 time is it. So now 2, 2, 2, 6. So this is determination of average acceleration. This is instantaneous, that is average. Average acceleration from t equal to 1 second to t equal to 3 seconds. Any other time duration given, you can substitute that. So this is for this now, one particular example. Yes, suppose now, here 2t cube minus t square is this. Minus x equal to t cube minus t square, v equal to, yes, 6t square minus 2t. Then instantaneous acceleration minus at t equal to 1 second. What is the acceleration? Yes, 1 second. 12 into 1, 12 minus 2, 10. T equal to 2 seconds, 24 minus 2, 20. Suppose at t equal to 0 seconds, starting. Yes, acceleration is minus 2. Acceleration is a minus 2, negative sign. Acceleration is negative sign, minus 2. Now, t equal to 1 second to t equal to 3 seconds. Average acceleration we need. Yes, velocity, initial, final change. Yes, velocity at t equal to 1 second, 6 into 1 minus 2, that is 4. Here 4 meter per second is the initial velocity. Now students, final velocity at t equal to 3. Yes, 54. 3 into 2, that is 6, 8, 48. So 4 to 48 is the change. Now average acceleration, final 48 minus initial 4, that is 44, divided by time is 2. So this is 22 meter per second square. So students, now this is instantaneous acceleration and average acceleration determination. And one more point, acceleration not only simply dv by dt, you can write by using the chain rule dv by dx into dx by dt. Dx by dt is a velocity. So therefore velocity into dv by dx. So this is acceleration. This is one equation, this is another. So instantaneous acceleration, that is average acceleration. Yes, students, all kinematic parameters, position, displacement, distance, velocity instantaneous, velocity average, speed instantaneous, speed average, and acceleration instantaneous, acceleration average, all very clearly in detail. Okay, yes, in the coming classes, yes, by using these kinematic parameters, how to describe motion of a particle or a body now we know. Okay, thank you.